Hello, I'm Dominic Kane, and I'm gonna show you guys how to use. I'm gonna show you the basics of how to use the Far Cry 4 editor. Um, so we can get started right here. So we have an assault level loaded up. When you first load up the editor, you can choose different modes. Assault. I think there's hostage. There's a few other ones. I'm not 100% sure what they were, but you can also pick some different maps. There's some. They're just different themes basically. It's just the empty one. So the first things we'll start with is we'll have to add something in. So you come here and you can add stuff. This is basically where you can add whatever you want in here. You got small buildings, large buildings, columns. You need some columns. You got walls, some sick walls. You got ruins. You got a whole bunch of stuff in here. So for now, we're just gonna. There's also stuff you can use like where is it? You can add some smaller objects for like set design pieces. So you can like you put in a house or something, and you can wanna make it look more like a house instead of just an empty abandoned building. Really, you can add stuff like that. Let's see, you can add water in here. You can add some vehicles. There's also weapons and ammo you can put in, which is pretty cool. But for now, we'll just get started. We'll just put a small building in that we can work with. This should do. One problem I was having with this editor is I have to play it first before it actually shows up. I'm not 100% sure why it does that, but as you can see, it is right there. So that's in there. That was just a bug I was having, but no worries. So if you click on it, you can move it up and down with the X, Y, and Z. Move tool rather. You can do that. If you come up here, you have your move, your rotate. You can rotate your items. Put that back to flat. You have your snap. So if you have some other items that you want to snap this to, you can snap them to it. Everything that you place in snaps to the ground automatically. That's your add. This is your AI. This is where you can add some enemies in here. Or animals rather. You can add some friendlies. Oh, actually no, they're all enemies. My bad. No, we'll throw this guy in here. Same thing with that play issue I was just mentioning. I'll have that happen a couple times throughout this. But you can add some dudes in. This is the AI navigator. I'm not really gonna worry about that right now. This is terrain. All of these tools from here to right about here, all terrain tools, so you can raise the terrain. It's pretty easy to use. If you ever use like an editor like Unity or something, this would be perfect for that. It's really similar, but you can make hills and whatever you need to make. You can lower them with this one. Oh, you gotta come over here and just drop the height, and then when you're in the negatives, you start lowering. A little more. There you go. Make some holes with it. Next one, I think is the flatten. Yep. So if you don't like what you had, like if you made some whack hills or something, just come back and just flatten them out. You just click on this area right here, and look at that. We're back to normal here. Also, you can have with the terrain one, you can increase the radius of it, and you can just push everything up, or the hardness, so you can have the center be more, stuff like that. Speed, how fast you want it to go, and let's just flatten that back out. Wow, flatten out right over here. All right, cool. We also got what is this, ramp. You can make like ramps. You got to select 2 points, so you can have a point here. A point like right there. Make a ramp. What else we got? What is this one? Terrain height. Oh, this is basically just if you had like a raised surface. So like from here, it'll go right up to where that one is. Smooth tool just smooths out your stuff, so doesn't have to make it look so blocky or choppy. Rather, you can just here we go. You can just smooth your stuff out. Yeah, nice and smooth, yo. This is noise. Oh, this just gently. It's not that useful in my eyes. You just gently raise things or lower things. It's just for like disorienting the ground mainly. What else? I think this one is erosion. Yep, erosion's kind of like the same thing. It just shows well, it does what it says. It adds erosion to it. So it just unevens the ground, makes it look more real. Alright, let's flatten this back out real quick. Oh, what's that? There we go. Alright, cool. Moving on. We got hole. You can add a hole in the ground. I don't mess with this too much, but basically just you add a hole. If you want to make a cave or something, you have like a raised area here, and then you can add your ground below it. But I don't really want to mess with that because I don't find too many good uses for it. If you want to make a cave, you can just, there's easier ways to do it in my eyes. You can just make some terrain, just enlarge it up, and then you can just, I guess, you can use the hole, I guess, here. Would be a good way to use it. Just get on the side of the mountain. But this is some ideas. I just don't. I think it's just an extra step that's not needed. But anyways, there's water here. Water's a little funky. It only goes in like certain areas, so you have to play with it a little bit. So if you wanted to, if you made like a pit or something with like this, you dropped it down. You made like a pit, and you wanted to add some water there. Let's raise this up a little bit. There you go. If you wanted to add some water in there, it would be a little. See, it doesn't quite fit it, so you have to kind of just work with it. You can move it up and down. And you like raise the water levels right here. So you just kind of have to find that middle ground there, to where you can put it just low enough to where it won't affect the actual playground, or the walking area, where there won't be just random water floating. Let me put that. I think it's just try right there. Should be good. Well, let's just deal with this play thing real quick, see if it worked. Well, the water's gonna be there. Should be there, rather. Huh. Let's try to pick a different color, maybe. Maybe the water's just not high enough for us. Oh, here we go. There we are. If I'm right, there should just be floating water there. Okay, there it is. So that's the water. It's kind of weird to work with, but it is there. It takes some time to figure out, but it isn't too hard to do, I have to say. Let's just get rid of this. I just Control Z'd that. Just didn't want it anymore. It's Control Z is undo, so it undoes the last couple actions you had. The next one we have here, we have texture paint. So this is how you make your level. The only thing that's bad about this editor that I noticed is that you can add more, but the thing is you only can add up to 4. And let's say you had 4, and let's say you had 4 of them, and you kind of just use it to paint. It's like the best way to put it. So you paint 4 on there. Let's say you had 4 different ones, and then you wanted to add a 5th one. It would ask you to change one of them, and then whatever one you change, you would just change everything you painted to that one. It's kind of annoying, but it's alright. Next is I think it's trees. Yeah, you can add some trees and bushes. So you come right here, you add some bushes or trees. There's a bunch you can add. Come back. There's a bunch you can add here. If you click the down arrow, you can pick whatever area you want. Himalayas, Midlands, you get a bunch more. Underwater. What else we got? Like Shangri-La or whatever. You can have some red trees. You just click it and then you just drag it around. And when you look at that. The one thing it does do is it will replace your other placed trees or whatever, or vegetation, I guess is what they call it. It will replace your other vegetation you put So just remember that when you're working with it. The next thing is we have roads. Roads are they're kind of weird to work with. They're not like the greatest, I would say. I'd rather just use the paint tool, the paint roads. It's actually much easier. You just add like a rough thing like gravel or something. You know, like just look real quick. Like this can work. This looks more like a walkway, and you just change the radius on it, and you can just add like a walkway. Oop. Let's get it over here. Raise that up. So you can add like that. It just, to me, it looks more natural than how the roads work. But the roads is you click on it, and you come over here. Where is it? Where is my? All right. What is? Oh, here it is. All right. Yeah. So you drag it, and then you can never you can't really go back. It just replaces it. So you just click on points, and that's where it goes. Like on this line here, and once you click on it, you can make your road, I guess. You can drag points from the beginning, connect them. Oh. But yeah, that's roads right there. I'm personally not a fan of them, but I mean they get the job done. If you really want to use them to make quick roads, you just drag them out and you're good. Curve them. You can pick some pathways or whatever you're trying to go for. And then once you hit it, I hit escape, and once you hit escape, those lines go away. Once you click back on it, and they're all back there. When you click back on roads. Map limits, that just shows you the limits you have to build your level in. And this is environment, so you can add like different kind of like feels to it. So this right now is just normal, just like a sunny day, I guess. And then like hazy, so it makes everything a little foggy. High in the mountains actually puts a fog there. Orange sky, just makes sky orange. The sounds, so this sounds when you're working in the editor. The light force one, you just hear some birds chirping and stuff. You can have it set it to silent if you don't want to hear anything, but like you put it like the village and stuff, and you can have like hear people talking. Just mountain sounds. If you really want sounds, you have to mess with it a little bit, but for now, that one's fine. Let's go back to normal. The next thing we can do is oh, those guys are here. The one thing with the AI in this editor is they kind of do whatever they want. So you can click on them. You click here. This is your select tool. You can click on them. Sometimes it doesn't. When you click on them without the select tool selected, it won't actually select them. But you can move them around. You can drag them up and down. You get your rotate. You can rotate them. But the only thing that's weird about it is they won't actually like listen to you. So let's say you put these two guys here and you wanted them to stay in this area, and you put a ladder or like a ledge you can jump on over there. They'll just climb down and start walking around and do whatever they want. It's a little weird. I've messed with it for a while and I haven't really. The only solution I actually found to fix this is you just make enclosed quarters. So if you want them to stay in an area, like on this rooftop for example, you just put up a wall here maybe, or another put up some barriers or something, just so they can't leave. And just try to just make it look like it was put there for a reason. That's the only way I found to like funneling the AI to certain places, is just making like set pathways where the only way they can walk is either forward or they stay there. So that's one of the only problems I had. But if you rather just want them to wander around, they'll do that pretty well. What else do we have here? There was another thing in here. Nope. Oh, this was modifiers. So as when you first spawn in, as you saw, I had like a wingsuit and stuff. If you never played Far Cry 4 and you're just using it for the editor, in the game, there's a bunch of skills and things you can upgrade throughout the whole game. So in the beginning, you start pretty low. You don't have too much health. You only have like three health bars, but as the game goes on, you can have up to like 8, which it's 6, my bad. You can have up to 6. But yeah, we're playing. You just get better upgrades basically. But in this, you can edit the player, so you can give them a certain. If you want them to spawn in with a certain gun, they right now they spawn in with like an AK or a rifle or something, and a pistol. But it I hit escape. But if you want them to spawn in like with a bow or an SMG or a sniper or whatever, you can just throw that in there. You just click on it, and then you have a bunch of stuff. Next is player skill, basic. So this is like when they first start off. No takedowns. Takedowns mean like when you come up behind someone and you can like, if you stealthily come up behind someone, you can just hit the melee button, which mine is F, and then you can just like assassinate them, and it's a takedown. You can give them all the skills in the game, so they can be pretty good. Or, I don't know, like almost like a veteran, I guess. Health bars, pretty straightforward there. You just give them more health bars. Spawn in with 4. You can disable stuff. You can add stuff, like make it harder, headshots only or whatever. But this is what this is you need to add certain stuff into your game to make it, or not game level, to make it actual like a working level. So you gotta spawn points. So if you come back to your ad. There's some other tabs here which I didn't quite mention, but there is animals. So these are and the animation points. We'll just do that. What these are is, so let's say you want a character to try to like smoke a cigarette or sit on the ground or something, or just talk to someone. This is kind of like the way to make the AI like not just wander around like they want, instead of funneling them. I messed with this a little bit, but the problem I had is I would add one of them next to like a guy, for example. We'll just put it right there. Actually, well, you can't do that. Oh, come back. Well, it's stuck there. We can just undo. Alright. So yeah, we'll add like drink a beer or whatever. So you put that there, and with this, they can he'll drink a beer. But the thing is, it doesn't really work that well, because sometimes he does it, sometimes he doesn't do it. The only way I kind of basically got it was I added like 4 of them in, and then he finally did it. So let's just see if he will do it. Oh. Let's just see. Come on. Oh no, it's over. Let's see. Does he actually do it? We can't really tell. So where I put him. I'll just move him down, see if you can see it, instead of messing with it. Alright, we'll put him there. Take this, and we'll put this here. Alright, we'll come over here, and let's give it a go. No. Why are you gonna do this to me? Alright.
Sorry, dude.
Alright. Go take a shower. I was my roommate. But no, as you can see, it doesn't really want to work. But no, they'll just walk around and do whatever they want. And that's basically about it. Those animation points are hard to work with, but I don't really know why. But next, moving on. We have you can add animals and allies in. So if you want to add some rebels in to fight these guys, just throw some in. Let's put 1 in for now. You can add some animals in. There's a bunch of different animals you can add. The one thing I did notice with adding most of the animals, like, so if you added, like, let's say you wanted a cave just full of bears. You wanted like 3 bears in there. Well, the thing is, the bears would kill each other, which makes no not a lot of sense to me. But one animal I did find that didn't kill each other when you put a bunch of them in a room or on like in an area, pack of them, was the leopard. If I can find the leopard. My where is it? Hello? Oh, alright, yeah. You add a bunch of these leopards in, they just won't kill each other. But with the other ones, they will. This bar here, this bar, if you add, the more enemies you add in, the more it will fill. Which that isn't a big deal really, because where is it? It's where are they at? I just forget where they were. Hello? Whoops. Ah, well, whatever. But the more you add in, the more the bar fills that you can see. I'm just copying and pasting these. And but you know, once the bar gets to once it gets to the end, it doesn't actually like stop you from putting more in. You can still put more in. There's no limit really. It just I'm not sure actually. I think it's just a good amount for what the player can like fight, but it's no big deal there. The next thing you can add to make your level actually work is you need to add 2 spawn points. Well, you start in with 1. You just have to add 1 really. And once you put 1 in, you come back to this, and there it is here. The checkpoint is good. That's really about it for the basics there. It's all the tabs and everything you need to really know to the player level. Really not much more here. There's a ton of items you can use, but go make your own levels.